Now that right there is what I call an action figure.
They're highly articulated action figures. Very collectible.
Hello everybody, it's me, I'm Friendly Porcupine, and today we are reviewing the Infinity Saga Iron Man Mark II model kit. That's exactly what they call it. It's also... No! that light legit turned off at the perfect timing. We're gonna turn on the flash. Alright, now we're running on the phone's flash. I can show you specifically. This is right here what the box looks like. I can show you specifically. This right here is what the box looks like. And you can see they have that Disney logo. So is this like a knockoff figure that somehow got an officially licensed Disney product? Huh? Yeah, I'll let you guys figure that one out. But to me, it's kind of interesting that happened. Anyways, regardless, that's neither here nor there. We're actually reviewing this awesome Iron Man figure, but to me, even though officially they're known as the Iron Man Mark II model kit, even though that's the official name of the set, I know these as the new and improved Iron Man Mega Block style figures.
As do I.
Now that right there is what I call a work of beauty. Shit damn. The walls here are excellent. Even though they're all one color, I'm not taking any points off of that because that's what it's based on. And speaking of all one color, notice how the centerpiece right there is actually painted a different silver color compared to everything else? Yeah, that's actually called attention to detail. Plus the little rubber mold inside there is a different color, the glove molds are a different color. And also, look, those are actually glove molds, Call of Duty style. In comparison to a Call of Duty figure, you can see that right there is an official Mega Bloks Call of Duty figure. Yeah, that does the job. And in terms of the compatibility, we can go ahead and test that out right now. That's how the arm comes apart. Let's go ahead and swap out the arms. See just how compatible they are. Whoop. Whoa. No, it's not comfortably compatible. Yeah, it's a little bit stiff and it bulges out like that. I mean, it did press in there, so I mean, that counts technically speaking, but it's not like perfectly compatible. How about vice versa? Let's go ahead and try to put the Call of Duty arm on this figure. Yeah, it fits in there. It's a little bit loosey than I would like it. I mean, you can kind of see it right there. Yeah, it's a bit loosey. Versus the one that actually came with, fits on perfectly nicely. So that kind of shows you the compatibility. Let's go ahead and test out the legs. These are how the legs, they come apart. So you see, like Call of Duty style system, Mega Block style system. The button winner piece right there, it does not fully fit on because you see, the official Call of Duty one, it's a bit smaller than this one. So it's a little bit disproportionate. Trying it out vice versa, it's just too loose. The hole is just way too big. That's what she said. Stop it. We don't need that, that's what she said behavior in here. In terms of stud compatibility, I put all of my Mega Bloks away in the closet, so it means I have no way to actually test the stud compatibility on these bricks. However, with the figure stand it does come with, these are actually studs. I would have loved to test it, but since I've already put away all my... Yeah, you get the point. In terms of the compatibility, let's go ahead and test it with these. They kind of just hold in place, but barely. See, with these type of figure, the studs simply just do not stick in. Let me try again. They will not hold the figure. Damn it, come on. Yeah, that right there shows you the point. So if you're very gentle with the balance of the gravity, you can get the figure to stand. But you wobble him a little bit, ta-da, he falls out. So that's a problem. However, because this stand comes with an actual floaty clear thing, which you actually built up, and remember, it's about the same quality as Mega, with some like the peg pieces being super ridiculously hard to move and the other ones being very easy to move. But yeah, it's basically about the same quality as Mega's clear peg piece, so it's not that far. The way the figure holds, just check this out. Check out the satisfying clip. The way the figure attaches to this is just so satisfying. Listen. Not bad. And that holds the figure in snug and tight. Yes, now that's the way you can actually articulate him without having any problems whatsoever. Now he becomes an awesome display piece. With the figure stand, you can see it comes off that little stud right there. You can see right here, you get a rotation right there, you get a rotation right there, and of course you can rotate the figure. In terms of the stiffness, the figure really didn't need any oiling. I mean, the figure articulates nicely, there's no problem. If you can hear the stiffness, that's basically as bad as it gets for the stiffness. Overall, the figure articulates excellent. No problems, no serious problems whatsoever. Problems. No serious problems on the articulation side whatsoever. In terms of the weight, just look at this. This is just 1 foot. Look at the way they did the mold. I mean, shit, damn. That's good. And this front piece right here comes apart, and you can see how the pegs attach. So yeah, that is some really genius design to pull off that aesthetic. Mwah! They really designed these legs well. Oh, I need you to see that. Listen to that sound again. Oh, I love it. I love it when it just snaps and clicks like that. Like, mwah! That gives me the reassurance that the piece actually went in and holds on snug and tight. Thank you. Like, just hearing that sound, that's why it's so satisfying to me. In terms of the molds themselves, like, damn, they're really good, high quality. And look at this awesome shoulder piece. This right here articulates, and this right here articulates. The hands also rotate all the way, so this is excellent. You can see on the back, that's how the figure was designed. Look at that mold on the back. Ooh la la. We can take this off real quick so you can see. Oh, and of course, let's not forget about the head mold. Articulates very nicely. Like, damn, just look at that head mold. That is Iron Man head mold, man. That is, very, very cool. And of course, let me show you how the hand takes apart. That's how it's done. If you wanted to, you can take it apart further. Da-da-da. I mean, that's how you built it anyways. But here's the really nice and satisfying part. Oh yeah, let me show you. Let me show you real quick how the armor comes apart. Blink. Oh man, it's just so snug and fit. Hey, hold on, boom, there it is. It's not a problem with like stiffness, it's just so snug and fit. There it is, that's how it comes apart. And that's how the chest mold looks like. Yeah. This piece right here is a nice rubber, like a nice, high quality, more plasticky type of rubber. Good one. Alright, let's put it back together. Alright, and just to show you how the Iron Man figure scales to the regular Call of Duty figures. Yeah, it's about that size. So you can see, definitely much bigger, which also explains why the proportions are not fully compatible with the figures. As a standalone figures, they fit in well with your Mega BLOKS figure. If you're trying to customize and pull and attach pieces, yeah, not so compatible. But, however, one of the things that is so much better than the Call of Duty systems about this figure is the hands right here. These hands. But specifically what makes these hands extra special is they come off so easily. Look at that. Look how easily they come off. Good luck trying to do the same thing with these Call of Duty figures. It's just not happening. Unless you use like your nails in your teeth and very uncomfortable. Like, it is just annoying to take those parts apart. That's one of the downsides about the Call of Duty figures I didn't like, is their hands are very just tight on there. Here, the Iron Man figures are perfectly easy to take apart. Like, it is so satisfying. I really wish the Call of Duty hands were this easy to take apart. This right here is when a knockoff brand better, like this actually does it better than the Mega figures in that aspect specifically. But specifically, what makes these hands really awesome is they throw in so many awesome customized. Look at all this. Look at all those molds you get. This one and that one. for both hands. Just look at that. Now that right there is what's going to increase the playability big time. Cause check this out. And boom. Now you have that. Tuck to the hand, tuck to the... Now with this thing, you can make Iron Man say, stop, stop, you violated the law. Or you can actually use it for what it's intended and put that fire piece in there. Yeah, damn, that legit looks badass. Let's do that with the other hand real quick. Alright, there it is, we got it in. Nah, yeah, that shit looks badass. Just look at that. Whoa! Whoa! There it is, that's not gonna fit. But of course, if you wanted to, you can take them off and just make Iron Man do. And you see over here, when you put it in, make sure they fully click it. Not like this, but like this. One of the things I forgot to mention. Da-da-da, and check this out. Now you can make Iron Man actually do push-ups. Alright, Iron Man, let's see how many you can do.
You are terminated.
Now, let's not also forget that you also get thrown in a different type of open hand. See, one that's fully flat with the fingers back, and one with the fingers forward a little. So yeah, that's some attention to detail. They actually bothered, instead of just repeating the mold you're getting copies, they actually gave you a slightly different one. That shows a lot of quality and attention is there. So look at that. Ooh la la, that looks nice. Whew. Speaking of which, I assembled that with the wrong finger. Yeah, speaking of which, Mastu did not pay attention clearly. There it is. Here's the right hand, and now that looks actually accurate and correct. The only thing is, it is a little bit difficult to put the fire pieces in, but once they get it in there, they're snuck and tucked. Now that looks pretty badass. And of course, if you want to... And of course, let's not forget, they also give you the fists. The classic fist. Nah, that right there looks pretty awesome. Yeah. And just for fun, let's compare with the knockoff hands, the beat-em-ups. Wow. You see, even the knockoffs, even though their hands come off pretty easily compared to the Call of Duty, they're still a little bit more harder than these ones. These ones even come off even more nicer. Boom. Now look at that. For the knockoff Call of Duty pieces, that works perfectly. Yeah, there's no problem whatsoever with that. Let's test out the other ones real quick. Yeah, these ones right here work perfectly as well. Nice. Oh, I think I put the wrong one on again. Whoops. There it is. Nah, that's correct. Yeah, that works out pretty nice. And of course, getting back to the classic grippers, you also have these molds specifically designed for them. Just grip that right there. And ta-da! Now you can actually throw some flames. Check that out. Damn, man, that looks so awesome. A knockoff figure. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's super badass. And the colors just look so nice. Like, damn. It really feels like a high quality product. I think, yeah. The grip doesn't have a problem at all. It works nicely. And of course, they also give you the alternative one as well. So you can grip both if you want to have both hands. I really appreciate that they gave us two. Just look at that. Oh yeah. Also, the head mold comes off so nice. Listen to that. That right there is what I love to hear. There's no stiffness on the head mold whatsoever. The Mark 1 had a bit stiffness. This one, no stiffness whatsoever. This clearly is the better one. Oh, and of course, let's not forget they also included one of these specialized cards that they didn't have to. That right there goes on extra points for the value. Just look at that nice shine. Yeah. Such a good card too. Pairs well with the previous one. Oh man, so shiny. And just to recap, here's everything you get inside the box. These two plates right here, that's how they come apart. A lot of them are used to build up this figure. These fire pieces came set apart so you didn't have to break them apart on the plate like this. And they also gave you a little extra piece like that used to build up the figure. And this card is just too nice. Plus they also gave you the stand, which is very nice and appreciated. And last but not least, of course, the instruction. That's how the figure is all placed apart. That's how the figure is all put together. Super nice. Oh, and of course, let's not forget, Iron Man can actually fly with the flaming coming out of his feet. Everybody, it is final judgment time. For the aesthetics, I give a 10 out of 10. The molds look mwah. Even though the figure is supposed to be all one silver color, I'm not taking points off of that because they follow their source material. And, because I gotta say this 3 times, that little spot right there is painted a different silver color. That right there is care to attention. And for that, they deserve a 10 out of 10. For the playability, I give this set a 10 out of 10. That's 2 points higher than the previous model because I found that these pieces were a lot more fun to play with. Especially since now these actual fire pieces actually have a use case in this set specifically. Versus the Mark 1 kinda, I guess you could attach them to the bottom. Plus, I really love that you can interchange the hands. That right there gave it a little bit more playability and I had a lot more fun playing with this model as compared to the other one. For the value, I give this set a 9 out of 10. For what I paid for it, this is some very good value. This is none of that cheap ass knockoff shit, no. This is either the most high quality knockoff, it can compete with mega quality. It's such a high knockoff that it doesn't even feel like a knockoff that I don't even know why am I calling it a knockoff. Oh, I see, maybe because they happen to just get inspired and use the Call of Duty system that is not 100% directly compatible with it. Yeah. I don't even know why we're calling it a knockoff. At this point, it should not be deserved to be called a knockoff. Of course, the only thing that would make it better, because I'm Friendly Porcupine, being a Friendly Porcupine, this set should have came with a little care package so I can nicely put all of those accessories in, instead of having to use a plastic bag. Just simply having a little like care package type of accessory that could have perfectly attached with these studs right there. Just think about it. You have a little care package accessory, put all those studs in there, pieces, and they won't get lost. Ta-da! And it also fits nicely. Just think about that. One nice display piece with all your pieces, no problem. Instead of having like a plastic bag that has to go somewhere else. Other than that, if it just gave you a care package, 10 out of 10, easily, no problem at all. Last but not least, for the and of course, we cannot forget about this card right here. They did not have to add this card in, but the fact that they did makes this value a 9 out of 10. They did not have to do this, and this is just such a nice high quality card. Like, I was not expecting this, so this is very good. And last but not least, for the build, I give the build a 9 out of 10. I think the build in this figure was a lot more fun to assemble as compared to the previous model, but the same issues with like the little stand with the glass pieces being like they might be a little bit too stiff on one side. That's the same exact problem Mega has, so yeah, it's not super much different, but that's, I think, the only real reason why I can't give it a 10 out of 10 for the build. Plus, I mean, it works. There's really nothing wrong with it, actually. So, it's more of just nitpicking. And now, that brings us to the final score, which I give a 9.5 out of 10. This is a solid A. And if you really love Iron Man, this is a must-buy. Compared to the previous Iron Man figure, I think this one has outdone it, but both have their merits, yeah. Compared to the previous Iron Man figure that I don't think you can even get anymore, so this is basically the only Iron Man you can get. be sure to check out my review of the older Iron Man figures so you get an idea of what I'm talking about here. Because that said, it had a lot of more compatibility with these type of Call of Duty systems. It was a lot more Call of Duty compatible with the molds. But this one just takes it up to a whole nother ballgame. It legit feels like, it really legit feels like 2.0. It's like, hey, we saw this Iron Man figure, how can we make it even better? That's what they did here. Well, my comrades, this is going to be the sad part of the video because, sadly, this will be my last review. Probably should have mentioned that first.
My sentiments exactly.
I really hope you guys enjoyed my last and final review. Yeah, after this set, Iron Man, I'm not reviewing any more Mega Blocks anymore, those type of sets, simply because I put them all away in my closet and I don't have none of the equipment I've been looking for. And on a final note, thank you guys for watching and being with me, watching all of the reviews I've done. I've put in a lot of work putting these reviews together. Oh, and if you wanted to check this set out for yourself, the link will be in the description to where you can buy it. Other than that, my comrades, thank you very much for sticking with me for this long. This is my last and final review. After this, I won't be doing any more reviews simply because all of my Mega Blocks has been put in a storage closet where I won't touch them for a long ass time. So I say this is my last review because this is the last review I can guarantee that will happen. After this, I can't really guarantee a lot of reviews will happen, so yeah, if you guys want me to do a more dedicated video, I can, but I don't think you guys are interested in the sad story that, oh, I put all my Mega Blocks away. Alright, whatever, regardless. All I can say is, thank you for staying with me. All I can say is, thank you for sticking with me for this long with every single review. I really hope you guys enjoyed every single review I've put together, all of them from throughout all of the years. It's funny, I started this with a more American accent, and I'm gonna finish this whole review series with a more American accent. Even though I always leave this type of accent. But I don't know, at this point it's on my voice. Regardless. So just in case you're wondering, hey, Porcupine sounds a little different this time. Yeah. Regardless, I really hope you guys had a good time. But don't worry, even though this is my last and final review, Unfriendly Porcupine is still not done because we are still releasing the Plunged into the Deep movie. The story is still unfolding, and if you guys kinda tapped out of the movie,
I implore you to reconsider.
If you haven't seen any of my previous reviews, check them out, you will enjoy them.
Magnificent.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you for watching, my comrades, and take care.